In the previous video, I brought over the scores from the spreadsheet on tab 222 over here onto my feedback spreadsheet. But you might remember from a previous video how there was actually 4 written responses that I wanted to bring over and give feedback on. First, I need to create columns for those responses. I'm just going to select the last column and I'm going to insert one to the right. Now that I've got my 4 columns for my written responses, I'm going to bring over the question so that I can see it as part of the header. And I can do that just by copying and pasting. My next step is to use that same VLOOKUP formula for these 4 written responses. Now I have to change my formula just a little bit by adding a $ in front of all of my columns. All that $ does is it tells the formula when I drag it across, don't change the column. Now, just like before, drag it straight across. So now I'm going to change the number of the column that I want it to return. Written response 1 is in column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that's a lot to count. Here's a quick way to get those numbers. I can insert a row below. I know that that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can actually drag these across. You'll see that it starts to count up for me. Now written response 1 is in column 10. I know 2 is in 14, 3 is in 16, and 4 is all the way in column 20. Change the column number to 10, change the column number to 14, change this one's column number to 16, and finally to 20. Now for Abby, I've got all of her written responses, and I can select all of those formulas, just like in the previous video, drag them straight down for every other student.